Well, the weekend is here, so you may be looking for a little family-friendly entertainment. And here with our regular movie reviews is Bob Waliszewski from Plugged In Online. And that, of course, is the entertainment review department at Focus on the Family. Bob, let's start with a movie for the kids, Paddington, that looks good for families. But what did you think?
Well, this is not an animated film for kids. This is a live action with a lot of CGI. Paddington Bear is just a nice, well-mannered, cute bear that's been living in the darkest part of Peru, now in London looking for a home. But from a family perspective, we gave this one a 4, which is a pretty high score. But I don't want our viewers to think that this is appropriate for all ages, like I'll bring my 3-year-old. Nicole Kidman is the villain in this film, and I maintain that every story needs a good villain, and she is a good villain. I mean, in such as that she's after Paddington to kill Paddington and stuff him for a museum, and as such, there are just times where the scenes are just too intense, I think, for the youngest one. So maybe think around the age of 9 or 10 on this one, then it gets to be cute again, and the bathroom humor that's in the film, I don't think is much of a concern.
All right, so a little bit of discernment there. Switching gears, Liam Neeson's family is back in trouble in Taken 3. It is PG-13, but is it a good film for maybe older kids, older family group?
Well, we gave it a 2.5 out of 5 for family friendliness, so that's a little bit more on the thumbs down side. It did come out last week, didn't screen for the press. That usually tells us something about the film. When they don't screen it in advance, it usually means they know they have a bit of a stinker on their hands. And I think that was true about this one. The freshness, the creativity of the first one, that even we saw a little bit in the second one, got real stale. This was more of a made for TV film. I think they just threw some money at it and said, hey, try to do something, take the Taken brand name and see if you can come up with something. What they came up with, I think, was very stale. And even though it's the #1 film in the nation right now, I don't think it's very deserving.
Very interesting. All right. Well, let's talk quickly about the Oscars. The nominations came out Thursday. What do you think of the Best Picture category? Are they good picks?
Well, there's a few in there that come to mind that would not be in my pick at all. Birdman and Boyhood come to mind real quick. And that's because, for me, Best Picture should be about the art and about the message. And I don't think the Academy thinks about the message at all. Boyhood is just a very dreary, dark, depressing film that is, in a nutshell, says every teenager is probably going to go through drugs and alcohol and sleep around and cuss like a sailor. And in this particular case, the boy in question, as an 18-year-old, says, what's the point? Meaning, what's the point of life? It really says there is no point in life. And that's the same problem I had with Birdman. It basically says you're nothing unless people applaud you. And in this day and age in which we live, where kids sometimes find their self-esteem in Facebook likes and how many people watch their YouTube videos, that's the last message that I think anybody, especially teenagers, need to hear, is that you're not valuable until someone says you're valuable.
So what pictures are you rooting for in that category?
You know, Selma is the only one on my list that I actually go, okay, I like that one. Now, American Sniper, I understand. You come away and you feel, wow, how patriotic. What courage, what self-sacrifice this man did in Iraq. At the same time, no film needs, I don't know how many hundreds of F-bombs, and misuses of our Savior's name were running rampant as well. They just have such a problem with that. When they can tone that down and give me an American Sniper, I'll be 2 thumbs up.
All right, very good. Well, you've given us a lot to think about, Bob. Thanks so much for your time.
You bet, Heather.